Hello everyone, this is the third video in image processing. In the second video, I have completed digital image through scanner. In this video, we'll learn about digital camera and concept of gray levels. Okay, let's see here what is digital camera. Digital camera that produces digital images that can be stored in a computer, displayed on a screen and printed. Nowadays, everyone know about a digital camera that produces the digital images and it can be stored. We can store our images or videos or whatever we have taken in a digital camera can be stored in a computer, displayed on a screen and can be also printed. Okay, the functioning of digital camera is very simple. It allows to take unlimited photographs. Okay, it allows you to take unlimited photographs, that is called as a digital camera. And what is the working principle of digital camera here? The basic mechanism of a digital camera is the technology of converting analog information to digital information. The mainly what this digital camera is working, the technology of converting analog information to digital information. This is known as the digital camera. As the smallest unit of an image called a pixel consists of ones and zeros, a digital image is composed of such a string of ones and zero. Okay, this image, particularly a image in a digital camera called has a pixel consist of ones or else zero, but in composed way in a digital camera we are going to compose the image such as strings of ones and zeros, same as this. So this is the working principle of digital camera. The main mechanism of a digital camera is the technology of converting analog information to digital information. Okay, let's see here the working of digital camera. This is a picture of a internal picture of a digital camera. Here we upper side we have a prism and here LED screen, image sensor, CCD or CMOS, pitch of light, a aperture lens and focusing screen, and this is a mirror at the bottom. Okay, this is the working of digital camera. Let's see one by one here. In a digital camera, there are some silicon chips containing light sensitive sensors. Okay, in a digital camera, we have some silicon chips. What it contains? Light sensitive sensors. These silicon chips have light sensitive sensors, and these sensors gather light that comes into camera through a aperture and then convert the data into electrical impulses. Here in the image, aperture lens is there, right? Here from this we are going to gather the light. These sensors gather light. Here light sensitive sensors is there, no? This light sensitive sensors going to gather the light that comes from the camera through the aperture and then convert the data into electrical impulses. Okay, and next, these impulses are actually the information about the images. What these electrical impulses will give, actually the information about the images. And next, thus the light is converted into electrons by these sensors, and each light sensitive spot on the sensor determines the brightness of the image. See, when we are taking a photo in a light, it will come a different way. When we are taking in a dark, we cannot see the image clearly, right? If we have more brightness, we can see the more bright picture. Same as that, thus the light is converted into electrons by these sensors, and each light sensitive spot on the sensor determines the brightness of the image. This each light sensitive spot, it means it will spot on each sensors to give the brightness of the image. And next, but digital cameras have three separate sensors. What digital camera have? Three sensors, that is three separate sensors: red, green and blue. Okay, these three colors are combined in different ratios to form a full color space. To need a full color space, means full color photo, we have three separate sensors, that is red, green and blue. Next, exposure to light. What is this exposure to light? Exposure is the duration for which the shutter in a digital camera remains open to allow the light to enter through the aperture. Remember one thing, through the aperture only we are going to enter the light. We are going to giving the light. In that aperture we can see that light can be entered through the aperture only. So exposure is nothing but duration for which the shutter in a digital camera remains open. And next step, exposure of the aperture determines how much light will reach the sensor. This exposure will say how much light should be reached to the sensor. Also, shutter speed or exposure can be controlled manually or can be automatically. This exposure to light will helps in how much light to be reached to the sensor, and also shutter speed or exposure can be controlled manually or can be automatically. Next, the higher the shutter speed, the lesser the light will reach the sensor and vice versa. Always remember, the higher the shutter speed and the lesser the light will be going to reach the sensor and vice versa. Okay. In order to take a picture in bright light, exposure should be less as more light will blur the image. In order to take a picture in bright light, for example, to take a pictures in the sun, means we should have less exposure should be less as more light will blur the image. If we stand in the sun and if we take an image, we can see in that image the sun rays are dominating our image, right? So in that case we should have exposure should be less as more light will blur the image. And if in dark, if in it in case if we are taking a picture in the dark, exposure should be more, it means light should be more in order to allow more light to reach the sensors. Okay, this is about exposure to light. Next, photo storage memory. How will this digital camera will store a photo? Digital camera has an internal memory chip. Okay, internal memory chip, as our phone contains, as our mobile phone contains SD cards, like that. Same in this digital camera also have an internal memory chip that is used to store images that are captured. We are capturing the image in digital cameras, that images are stored in a memory chip. Internal chips can be supplemented by a removable memory chip for extended storage phase. Okay, same like a SD card, we can remove that memory chip and we can add extendable storage space. Okay, the memory chip stores the digital information about an image that has been collected within the camera. And next, the storage space required is directly proportional to the size of the image. Okay. Next, resolutions. What is meant by this resolutions? Resolutions is defined as the amount of detail present in an image. How much clear it is. We can check in this resolutions. In digital camera, resolutions determines the amount of detail it can capture. How much clear it can capture. We can see by these resolutions. Each digital camera has its own particular resolutions. Uh, if in case if you open YouTube, we can see that we have a quality option, right? We can see in a 416 or else 1080 HD, like that. So same like that, how much this digital camera can capture a picture in how much clear, we can see this in resolutions. If the resolution of a camera is high, the depth, the clarity, and a minute. Okay, this all will matters if the resolution is high. Details of the picture will be better. Example, 256 into 256 or 4064 into 270 pixels. Maximum we have 4064 into 2704 pixels. Minimum we have 256 into 256. This is the resolutions of a particular digital cameras according to the brand and different options. Okay, next, concepts of gray levels. This is nothing but we have a separate color sections of gray levels. This gray level resolution refers to the predictable or deterministic change in the shades or levels of gray in an image. Okay, in short, gray level resolution is equal to the number of bits per pixel. According to this gray levels only, we can estimate our pixel of a picture. The number of different colors in an image is depends on the depth of colors or bits per pixel. Okay, the mathematical relation that can be established between gray level resolutions and bits per pixel can be given as L is equals to 2k, 2 power k. Okay, here printing mistake, this is 2 power k. So in this equation, L refers to the number of gray levels. It can be also defined as the shades of the gray, and K refers to the bits per pixel. Okay, this L refers to the number of gray levels, and K refers to the bits per pixel, and 2 is nothing but so the 2 raised to the power of bits per pixel is equal to the gray level resolution. Okay, this will explain how much resolution should have a picture, should have according to the picture. That means we are calculating by using the gray levels. Formula is L is equals to 2 power k. Okay, thank you.